a conversation space in the building. Welcome and feel at home. This is the home of business, and this is the home of daring dreams, achieving dreams, testing dreams, and also being part and parcel of your journey to dream and your journey to achieve that dream. Tonight, we have been motivated by a person who tells us that look, as you begin this journey of being in this space, that is especially space of a podcast, especially space of that is communication, content formation, and definition of what are we, what do we want, and what is it that we want to achieve at the end of every conversation. We have thought and we have carefully analyzed the intentions of the speaker and the reason why the speaker should come up with such a sentence, and what does that speaker seek to achieve by being able to tell you that look, you better give it a try and fail than never give it a try and never fail. Because giving it a try, in a space of giving it a try and failing, at some point you will learn. In the space of giving it a try the first time, as you come in to undertake it the second time, the lessons that has been learned while you were giving it a try in the first position or in the first place, it gives you a leeway, it gives you the latitude, and it enhances your experience that look, as I come to the next level or as I come to the second phase of my trial, I might be able to achieve what I want to achieve. It brings us into a conclusion, and it gives us an insight that look, as we undertake our intentions, as we flow with whatever that is it that we want to be able to achieve at the end of every given score or every given project, is that a project might fail, but we will not die. A project might fail today. It doesn't mean it is the end of that project. It doesn't mean you will never begin another project. What should never fail is a lesson learned in a project, whether succeeded or whether not succeeded. So as you aspire to be able to begin to undertake any assignment, to be able to give a try of any formation or if any kind of business that you want to be able to partake of, or you want to be part of that business, is that it is a rest assured. If you try today, you try tomorrow. At the end of the day, one time, the law of risk will reward you. And the law of risk is that the more the risk, or the higher the risk, or the bigger the risk, or rather, let me say, the more you give it a try, the more you increase the chance of winning. Because the bigger the risk, the higher the returns. And the smaller the risk, the smaller the returns, the more you reduce the chances of maybe even getting those returns. So we have to keep on trying. We have to keep on moving. Who will always want us to be in a comfort zone? Or look, you fail at this place, you failed at this position, you can go back and give this thing another try. They will never give you that space, latitude, and the freedom to be able to go out of your way and give something new a try, or to be able to say, look, you tried this thing and you failed, don't give up. You need to look at the circle of people that you have, because most of the time you will have a circle of people who will never withstand your success. And because they will never withstand your success, they will always advise you against giving something a try. Even at the level of sharing before you share, they will tell you, look, don't go that direction. The thing that you want to give a trial, you cannot make it. You don't have the capacity. That look at the capital, a 1 billion project. Who will be able to fund such a project? They will be able to tell you that look, the innovation that you want to bring on this market, this is an innovation that has already existed before, or the solution you want to offer to the market, someone else has already offered such a solution. And it begs a question in your mind that what if I didn't inform you, I gave it a try and succeeded without and came to tell you about the success? Will you go back, reverse it, and tell me, if you could have told me this and this and this? No. They will be in a position to celebrate the success. But because you've shared before giving it a try, they will discourage you. They will tell you, look, if you give this thing a try, you might end up failing. So at the e-conversations, we encourage you that, look, life belongs to people who make risks, even sometimes without measuring the risk. So that as you get the returns on the risk is when you measure the level of risk that you are entering into. Businesses, projects, formations, and success, it has a rule that unless you risk investing, taking your money from the comfort of its savings, at the comfort of its investment account, to be able to put in an innovative product, innovative service, innovative business idea, innovative, that is a project, you need to have a daring mind. And most of the time, people look at, what if I fail? What if it fails? The what if now is the measure of risk of what you want to engage in. Think about what if. Think of the what if, so that as you continue to invest, it rings in your mind that the risk you are looking into is more bigger than even whatever you want to invest. So that risk awakens you to be able to keep on trying and be able to make some decisions that, to some level, even someone whom you share with and tell him that, look, this is the risk that I want to be able to take with this business. This is the risk I want to engage myself in as I invested in this business. Someone will look at you and ask you, are you mad? Because the first, a man who is investing in going to mass and he has never been there before, it tells you that whatever is running in the mind of this guy is, what if this thing cannot, what if I don't get there? Because in the first place, I don't know there. But because you believe in what has already existed in your mind before, you tell your mind that, look, I'm going to go after this thing. If I win, I win. If I lose, I lose. But most of the time, the higher you become daring is the higher you go and harvest the returns on the risk. For you to build a business empire, for you to build, that is a staple money flowing and money that is a project, you must be able to risk, and you must be able to be daring, and you must be able to say, look, I have to do this thing. I must do it. I have no option. I have no luxury, or I have no latitude to surrender. You become a man on a mission. Don't seek, sometimes seeking a lot of advice, it goes on diluting your daring mind. That authenticity gives you the courage. As long as whatever you want to engage in is authentic, it can be verified, and it is found on a mode that it has got nothing personal. It is just good. It's flat. It's so intentional. It's purposeful. You have a reason as to why you must be able to do that thing. We want to tell you that, try it out. We are also trying to give it a try. As you look at the number of subscribers on the channel, it will tell you whether you will watch our content or not, because we are trying. The people who reached at 1 million subscribers, 2 million views, they started with zero, like the way we are starting. That one does not mean that we don't have our content. It's only that the law requires us to start, and that is why we are starting. We are starting to be able to tell you, look, you can give us that opportunity. You can push us. You are part of the team that we are looking for to be able to reach to where we want to go. In a nutshell, importantly, is that let's be daring. Let's try these things out. Let's be able to tell our mind and tell ourselves that unless we give it a try, we're gonna not make it. Unless we try it out, we might not get it to where we want to get it. So instead of being in a comfort zone, Instead of having a team, a group of people who, when you come up with an idea, they'll tell you, no, 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 that thing, you can't achieve that. That thing requires a lot of capital, the risk involved. What if it fails? They don't seek to improve the idea, but they rather want to distract you from the idea. That is not a company to keep around you. So, as a young person, as an entrepreneur, as a person who wants to be able to do something with your life and to add value to your chain, that is of investment, that is of money, that is of income, you are supposed to be intentional. You are supposed to make sure that you're making things happen, whether in a good environment, whether in a bad environment don't matter. What matters at the end of the day is the result. People are waiting for the results. And as the saying goes, failure is an orphan. Success has a lot of parents. They are waiting for you to succumb for a celebration. But as you fail, you will be left alone to fail. You will be an orphan of failure, and even the closest people that you think are close to you, they have never been close to you. Fail and you will know that you do not have anybody who is following you up, standing with you, and who has you maybe interest at heart. So it amounts planning, arrangement, formation, and focus. You need to focus, you need to reimagine, reshape, refocus, and re-engineer yourself around what is it that you imagine that is new and it needs you, not you needing it.